When we first start taking photos or shooting video with digital cameras, GoPros or drones, it is relatively easy to keep track of the individual images or video footage. As time goes on though, and especially if you just allow the default naming of files that cameras and other devices assign, later finding a specific image by subject can be very time consuming. But there are ways of easily addressing this potential problem, and the good news is that it doesn't necessarily mean you need to spend money. And that makes a nice change. I'm David Haig from Australian Video Camera and Creative Content, and in this short video I'll show you how. There are a couple of ways of minimising this issue of what is known grandly as asset management, and make the finding of images and footage at a later stage much easier. The first is by use of the Windows Explorer or Mac Finder systems by intelligently naming folders and files. For example, I have a top-level folder for different projects such as a holiday, event or other occasion, and then inside that folder, a folder for each camera, drone, etc. used on that project. In this way, I can easily go to the top-level folders for my photos or my videos, and then drill down to find the exact folder for the event I'm after, and then the images from the specific devices. It also helps if you change the naming convention your camera offers to match the current circumstance. So, instead of say Fuji001.img through to Fuji011.img in your Fujifilm camera, for a sightseeing trip to the southwest forests of WA, you might change the default to swforest001.img or something similar and descriptive for that day or weekend. Each photo taken will then use that file name with a suffix incrementing for each shot. This way, you can use the Windows Explorer or Mac Finder search function to find related images or video very quickly. The second option is to use software dedicated to this task. I've been using Kino for a few years now, and whilst it mostly works for me, I wish I had spent a little more time in learning all of its nuances to make it work better as time has gone on. Effectively, Kino automatically scans your hard drives and gathers together all the image and audio files, including graphics images such as JPEGs, PNG, GIF images, and so on, plus all the metadata in each file, and then creates a database of them with a thumbnail image. Metadata is information stored with each photo or video that includes such things as the date and time, camera settings like shutter speed, aperture and ISO, and even the camera type. Sometimes it can even include the GPS location. You can then search Kino for an image or video based on any of that data, such as all images shot between two dates or by a specific project name. You can also add tags to imagery, thus allowing even more fine-tuning. This screenshot from Kino shows you just how far you can narrow a specific search down. A video player is integrated into Kino too, so there is no need to load something like VLC to view the footage. Of course, as well as finding photos and video, using Kino you can search for other assets including graphics images, titles, and other assets you might use in your compilation of videos. In the basic version of Kino, which costs $229, you can even click an entry in Kino and have it loaded straight into your image editing application, such as Photoshop or TextSmith Snagit, or have it sent straight to the media pool in DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere 25. The premium version of Kino at $509 adds considerably to these integration options, and there is also a Teams version for multiple users. You can get a trial version of Kino for either Windows or Mac at the web address at the bottom of the screen. Other similar asset management programs include Adobe Bridge, Frame.io, CatDV, NeoFinder, and Digicam, but not all of these support both Windows and Mac, or even both video and still images, or indeed include audio as Kino does. If you don't want to spend the money, using the Windows Explorer or Mac Finder ways of cataloguing assets works well, but to get the ultimate efficiency, Kino is hard to beat. I hope this video has helped, and if so, any likes are greatly appreciated. To receive notifications of new videos in my channel, simply subscribe. I'm David Haig from Australian Video Camera and Creative Content, and thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing. If you use a GoPro or other action-type camera, I think you'll like my free 60-page e-magazine. You can download it from my website at www.creativecontent.au and select the option in the menu bar. Over 25,000 people have now watched the tutorials on the Creative Content and Australian Video Camera YouTube channel. In these, I cover everything from getting started with video editing, basic photography skills, using cameras and camcorders, plus accessories such as gimbals, filters, lighting, and audio. There are also dedicated GoPro videos, tutorials on drones and the regulations you should follow, and of course, reviews of hardware and software. Additionally, I explain the very core knowledge that you need to get the best from your camera, camcorder, GoPro or drone. Things like ISO, shutter speed, aperture, depth of field, slow motion and more, all in easy to follow, non-technical terms. Simply subscribe to my YouTube channel at this web address to be notified of new tutorials as they are posted. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please do let me know. My email address will follow down below. All of this is only possible due to my sponsors, Blackmagic Design, Sennheiser, and Global Drone Solutions. Please support them. I'm David Hay. Once again, thanks for watching and supporting creative content in Australian video camera for the last 20 years.